Hi, hello viewers, welcome to CVR English Special Edition Sports Hour. Today on the special evening of India versus New Zealand Champions Trophy final match, the grand finale is today. The El Clasico match is also being conducted today in Dubai International Stadium. The match is between India and New Zealand. Well, to start, before India has lost the toss once again. It's the 15th consecutive time where India has lost the toss. Not only Indian winning consistency is being continued, but also the losing phenomenon of the toss is also being continued with the entire tournament. Well, the New Zealand did the very same thing which happened in the previous match. India should be never given a chasing option, that too in a very final deciding match. Well, India are known for their chasing talent. India has one of the best chasers all over the world. Even the run machine, the King Kohli, is also known as a chase master. Well, Virat Kohli, not only Virat Kohli, KL Rahul, Hardik Pandya, it's Shreyas Iyer over there who is being much consistent, or it's Rohit Sharma who can bring up the thunders in the opening session, or it's the Shubman Gill who is the current prince of the international cricket tournaments. Well, when the other team has such a biggest names in their match card, how can someone give a chasing option to a very particular team like India? Well, that was decided by New Zealand, and being an Indian, let's give them a chance to do what they want. Well, New Zealand won the toss and choose to bat first. India got to field first. Well, after this the match is as going. The openings, Will Young and Rachin Ravindra had a very good start. Well, in fact, during the start, everyone thought that it would be a good start, but Will Young was taken away by Varun Chakravarti, one of the mysterious and youngest spinner of the Indian side, current Indian side, which is playing in Dubai in Champions Trophy. Will Young scored 15 runs of 23 balls with 2 boundaries in it and with the strike rate of 65. Well, young opener Will Young tried to give his best, but it's a very unfortunate day, not only for Will Young, but also for the entire top order of New Zealand. Well, the entire New Zealand top order was taken away by the Indian spinning side. Well, in fact, it was the credit of taking 5 spinners and winning the matches in entire tournament. Well, let's leave this match apart, the El Clasico, the finale apart. The previous matches, everyone before when India went to Champions Trophy for Dubai, when India were on the way, or when they were traveling to Dubai, every cricket critic who spoke ill about India, they were telling that in pitches like Dubai, why would someone need 5 spinners? Well, I think they have got the answer today. Why in such a special pitches or in a very special tournament, why an very experienced captain like Rohit Sharma, or a very well experienced player who saw the transformation of Indian cricket to Dhoni's era to Kohli's era, and getting the name of himself Rohit Sharma era. And well, one more person to be appreciated for these things is the Gautam Gambhir. So the winning consecutive match is not, the credit should not only be given to the team but also to the coach Gautam Gambhir. Gautam Gambhir has taken every responsibility onto his shoulders. Even when India lost the test series against New Zealand, or when India lost the Border Gavaskar Trophy in Australia, well, everyone were criticizing Gautam Gambhir, but the cheer up for the champion, or he, not only Gautam Gambhir is the head coach of the team, he is also a former World Cup winning player of the team. He was one of the highest scorer of 2011 World Cup finals. Well, why everyone is not giving the same cheer up for the person who everyone were blaming while in the losers? Well, the cheer up also should be in the same loud as the criticism. Well, no one would accept this, but we CVR News proudly say that the all credits of the winning of the matches, or the intent of the play, or the moment of the matches, or the intent how Indian cricketing players, whether it may be the batting unit, it may be the bowling unit, or whether it may be the fielding unit, the performances of any unit not only goes to only the team but also to the coach Gautam Gambhir. Well, that was about the pre-match thing. Well, Will Young, we have discussed about Will Young's performance in this match. Well, after Will Young, there is a very young talent, Rachin Ravindra, by whom every Indian cricketing fan were worried about how would Rachin Ravindra be performing in this final match, because if at all Rachin Ravindra performs a very good innings, it would be a bit tough for Indian cricketing side to bowl out. But well, one more mysterious spinner, Kuldeep Yadav, had taken away Rachin Ravindra's wicket today. Well, everyone were criticizing Kuldeep Yadav for not even taking one big wicket in the entire tournament, but today, Kuldeep has proved that he is a big day of big man. He is a big man of big day. Well, in the very big day, in the final finale, the El Clasico match, where everyone were needing Kane Williamson and Rachin Ravindra wicket, Kuldeep Yadav taken away. Varun Chakravarti, Kuldeep Yadav has taken away Rachin Ravindra's wicket. Rachin Ravindra has scored 37 of 29 balls with 4 boundaries and 1 6, and with the strike rate of 127. Well, viewers, just try to understand, if at all Rachin Ravindra would have been stuck to the field, what would be the situation of Indian bowling side, the consistency by which Rachin Ravindra is reacting to the field when in a specific pitch where every batsman is afraid of playing India, and where India has the best chances. India has seen every in and out of the match of the stadium, but well, Rachin Ravindra's innings in the entire New Zealand innings was one of the best performances of today by New Zealand sides. Well, after Kuldeep, it was Kane Williamson taken away by Kuldeep Yadav, as we talked before. Well, Kuldeep Yadav is a big man, big day, big man. And Williamson wicket is also one of the crucial wickets of this match, and not only the wicket is important, but the way Kuldeep Yadav taken Kane Williamson wicket. Kane Williamson is not an ordinary name in the New Zealand cricketing history. Kane Williamson is one of the best player which New Zealand cricketing team has produced. Today Kiwis are known for the consistency because of the impact and the intent of Kane Williamson, the approach of Kane Williamson to the world cricket. That is what made New Zealand one of the best batting or bowling or the fielding side today. Whatever the performances of the New Zealand cricketing team is, the reason why New Zealand cricketing team is in the final today is one of the main pillars of this reason is Kane Williamson. So Kane Williamson was caught and bowled by Kuldeep Yadav. Well, bowling a very senior most player and taking him with the caught and bowled is not a very easier thing. The people who ever criticized Kuldeep Yadav for his before performances, their apology should also be in the very same voice how they criticized him. Kane Williamson scored 11 runs of 14 balls with only 1 boundary in it, and with the strike rate of 78. Well, Kane Williamson, he is not a very explosive batsman, but he is one of the calculative batsmen. His innings will be like this. Whenever you see a century from Kane Williamson's bat, it will be in the very same way. It will not be in a hurry-burry or with the massive sixes or with the thundering strike rate or with those monstrous and blazy sixes. That's not Kane Williamson. Kane Williamson is a kind of person who plays very calculatively. Actually, he is match teacher of cricket. That is what New Zealand fans call him. After Kane Williamson, it's Mitchell who scored 63 runs of 101 balls with 3 boundaries in it and with the strike rate of 62. Well, Mitchell's innings in this match should be considered one of the best innings of New Zealand cricket team in this tournament. Well, if at all Mitchell would have not been in the field or the pitch for that 101 balls, which means nearly 16 or 17 overs, well, the match would be in a very different way. Well, if at all, I'm just saying that if at all Mitchell was not on pitch today, just imagine now the score is 251. The final scores of New Zealand, the target of India is 152. The final score of New Zealand is 251. If at all Mitchell was not standing on the pitch for a very good time or spending his time in the pitch for a very long time, just imagine what would be the New Zealand score today. Only openers from Indian cricketing side, and especially the Rohit Sharma blaze innings, can just take away the match from New Zealand. Well, Mitchell should be appreciated for his innings, and the Mitchell innings is as following. Mitchell scored 63 runs of 101 balls with 3 fours and with the 62 run strike rate. Well, that's a very appreciable innings by young Mitchell. With the wicketkeeper Latham has scored 14 runs of 13 balls with 0 fours and 0 sixes and with a strike rate of 46. Well, in a pressurized situation and that too in a final match, that too against India, well, that's a very tough situation for Latham. Well, he tried his level best, but well, Latham was out by Ravindra Jadeja in 14 runs. Well, after Latham there comes Glenn Phillips. Glenn Phillips has scored 34 runs of 52 balls with 2 boundaries and 1 maximum with the strike rate of 65. Well, Glenn Phillips tried to improve the run rate of New Zealand side, but somehow the fortunes are written in Indian side. Well, Glenn Phillips was taken away by the mysterious spinner Varun Chakravarti today. Well, Varun Chakravarti all over the tournament, he was been exceptionally good. Not only Varun Chakravarti, also Kuldeep Yadav has performed a very good innings today. Especially the bowling figures. We'll come to the bowling figures once we complete the batting scorecard of New Zealand. Glenn Phillips was taken away by Varun Chakravarti. He was bowled. It's not a caught or it was not a stumping, it was bowled. Glenn Phillips doesn't ordinarily get bowled. Well, that was a bowl by Varun Chakravarti today. Glenn Phillips has scored 34 runs of 52 balls with 2 boundaries and 1 6 and with the strike rate of 65. After Glenn Phillips, it's Mitchell Bracewell. He scored 53 runs of 40 balls with 3 boundaries and 2 maximum with the strike rate of 132. The decent score of 151 for New Zealand is because of Mitchell Bracewell. If at all Mitchell Bracewell and Darry Mitchell, these both Mitchells were not performing for New Zealand today, just imagine what would be the score of New Zealand. I'm pretty sure that if at all these both players would have not been in the pitch today, New Zealand would be restricted to at least 132, 142. Next comes the captain Santa. Santa has scored 8 runs of 10 balls. He's a tailender. No one can expect much runs from a tailender, and that too by a bowler come captain Santner. Well, after Santner it's Smith. He scored 0 runs of 1 ball with a strike rate of 0. Well, that was New Zealand innings coming to an end. Extras were 16. Well, that is a not very good sign for India. Giving away 16 extras just away like that is not appreciable bowling. Well, the bowling unit has produced one of the best figures by any Champions Trophy final, but the extras given by Indian bowling side today, well, that is not much appreciated thing. Well, 5 to 7 extras can be considered by any bowling unit, but giving away 16 runs and that too in a final, that too against New Zealand, and that too in the finals of a Champions Trophy, which is been playing exceptionally in Dubai just for security reasons of Pakistan. Well, 16 extras in a final match, well, this is not accepted by any Indian cricketing fan or by any consistent viewer of cricket worldwide. Total New Zealand scored 215 runs with the loss of 7 wickets in 50 overs with the run rate of 5.52 runs per over. Just India need to score 5 runs per over if at all they need to win. India can have a very cool match. They don't need to fight. They don't need to open that fiery batting side. Well, India can go for a very slow chase today and can win. If at all India is not in a hurry-burry, well, that would be a very entertaining match. Well, the bowling figures of Indian cricketing unit is as follows. Shami, one of the best bowlers of Indian current bowling side, Shami had bowled 9 overs by giving away 74 runs and by taking 1 wicket with the economy of 8.2. The five for King and Lala, who is considered one of the best bowlers of Indian cricketing side in the current team. Shami, one of the best fast bowlers India has ever produced, can't just give away 8.2 runs per over in a very final match of India versus New Zealand Champions Trophy. Well, that's not a very good bowling figures by Mohammad Shami. Hardik Pandya has scored 3 overs and conceded 30 runs with the economy of 10, and wickets taken by Hardik Pandya is 0. Well, Hardik Pandya can also contribute in the batting side, but bowling 3 overs and giving away 30 runs, which means 10 overs per 10 runs per over. Well, that is not a very good bowling by Hardik Pandya, a person who India can depend upon any time. Well, the very same person losing away his magic is not a very good sign for Indian batting side or bowling side. Well, Varun Chakravarti, one of the best bowlers of today's match. Varun Chakravarti has bowled his full 10 overs quota by conceding 45 runs and by taking 2 wickets with the economy of 4.5. Well, that was a very good bowling figures. Young Varun Chakravarti. Well, Varun Chakravarti was also told initially for Gambhir's head coach Gautam Gambhir's personal interest on him. Well, people also started criticizing Varun Chakravarti by calling him KKR quota player, but well, the very KKR quota player has exceptionally bowled well today and took away 2 important wickets of Rachin Ravindra and Kane Williamson. Kuldeep Yadav has also completed his 10 overs quota today by conceding 40 runs by taking away 2 wickets and with the economy of 4 runs. Well, that was a very good bowling figures by Kuldeep Yadav today. Next comes the Bapu Akshar Patel. Well, today bowlers had been exceptionally well. Well, Akshar had bowled only 8 overs. Akshar couldn't complete his 8 overs quota, but Bapu Akshar Patel has bowled 8 overs by conceding only 29 runs but no wicket, but he maintained his economy for 3.6, which means just only 3 to 4 runs per over. Well, Bapu was a very good all-rounder for India for the entire tournament. Well, let us hope Bapu will contribute even by bat today. Well, let us hope India would win the match. Next comes Ravindra Jadeja. Ravindra Jadeja has completed his entire 10 overs quota by conceding only 30 runs. Well, Ravindra Jadeja's bowling figures today are exceptionally good. Ravindra Jadeja has completed 10 overs quota, which means a complete quota of a bowler by conceding only 30 runs with 1 wicket and economy of 3. Just 3 runs per over, and the rest of them are dot balls. Just imagine how calculated Ravindra Jadeja has bowled today. It's either is it KL Rahul behind the stumps or it's MS Dhoni behind the stumps. Well, we saw this vintage Ravindra Jadeja when Dhoni would be behind the stumps. Well, that was a very experience. Well, that's Ravindra Jadeja showing his experience out of these many years. Why he is known as Sir Jadeja. There's a very good dialogue in this particular movie, Vikram. Call me Sir, just Sir. It's Sir Ravindra Jadeja today in the bowling side. Well, the fall of wickets are as following. Will Young 55 for 1. Will Young was first wicket. First wicket was taken away in 7.5 over. Rachin Ravindra 69 per 2, just only few runs adding 10.1. Well, that was only 2 overs difference between openers, just a 2 overs difference between 2 openers departure. Well, next comes Williamson 75 per 3. Well, Williamson also couldn't have scored big runs today. He was taken away in 12.2 over. Latham was taken away on 108. Glenn Phillips 165. Mitchell, Daryl Mitchell 211. Santer 239 per 7. Well, that was the fall of wickets today, and let's see how India will bat. Well, Indian batting is also have started. The batting of Indian cricketing team is as follows. Rohit Sharma has scored 20 runs. The Indian innings has not over yet. It has just started. I am just updating you the current situation of the India and New Zealand Champions Trophy final match, which is also an El Clasico match. Rohit Sharma has scored 20 runs in 18 balls with 2 fours and 1 6, and with the strike rate of 111.11. Well, that was exceptionally good. Yeah, 2 fours and 1 6. Well, that's typical Rohit Sharma for you. Well, let's hope Rohit Sharma stands in a field for a long time. If at all Rohit Sharma will stand in a field for at least 25 overs, I think the match will be over in 28th over. I am sure about this. Rohit Sharma should stay on the field for much long time. As long as Rohit Sharma is in the field, the winning chances of India will be getting higher and higher. Well, that's the exact situation of the match today. And the second opener, Shubman Gill, is also scoring a good runs today. Shubman Gill has scored 5 runs of 8 balls. As of now, he is dealing with only singles. The other side, the senior most player and one of the winning captains of India, Rohit Sharma, is in his typical form. He is only dealing with boundaries, whereas Shubman Gill, the younger player, he is dealing with singles. Well, that should be the team approach. One will be hitting and the one will be defending, and Rohit Sharma has taken a single just now. He is 21 for 20. Well, Rohit Sharma is also going as a runner ball. Total extras by New Zealand cricketing team, only 4.4 overs has been bowled by New Zealand, but there are 5 extras considered by New Zealand. Well, in a very low scoring match, in New Zealand just giving away the extras is not at all appreciable thing. Well, New Zealand bowlers has to think of what's going now. Total 31 runs of 4.5 overs as of now. Jameson, he scored he bowled 2.5 overs by conceding 13 runs and with the economy of 4.6. Next come William Orke, he bowled 2 overs by conceding 18 runs and with the economy of 9, which means 9 runs per over. As we see the scorecard, it's only Rohit Sharma who can do this, and Rohit Sharma is the only person who is doing this. Well, this is the exact situation, and yet to bat next to come for Indian cricketing team, if at all any wicket losers, is there is Virat Kohli next to come, there is Shreyas Iyer yet to come, there is Akshar Patel, there is KL Rahul who is a wicket keeper, there is Hardik Pandya left, there is Ravindra Jadeja left. Well, that's a very deep batting lineup for India. India also has a very good all-rounders in the team. Well, this is the present and the current situation of the match. Let us hope India wins this match, and let us celebrate after post-match. Let's meet in the post-match review. Signing off, Shrikar Tummala as of now. Let's meet in the end of the match, the final innings review. Signing off, Shrikar Tummala. For such interesting and important news updates, keep watching CVR English. Jai Hind.